This character has been shot and killed.
Oh, nice. Good enough.
Well, I did kill the person.
Yeah, you killed him.
Good job. Yeah, good
Kill
job.
him dead.
She's the best hunter on her estate.
You took somebody's life.
Don't tell her that.
Somebody who
This is the
once
white hat
breathed
gang.
and
The blue
lived
hat
and
gang.
had wants
No,
and
she
desires.
thinks it's a bird.
It's gone now. They're just gone.
Welcome back, travelers, to the Tales of TerraVale. We are but your humble guides to the lands and legends that is the world of TerraVale. A group of adventurers, family, and friends, we explore and interact according to the rules of Pathfinder 2nd Edition role-playing game. So join us as we voyage through the Emerald Gulf, where the misty waves whisper ancient secrets and the winds carry songs of the long forgotten. Here, there be pirates that prowl northern shores, enchanters that weave spells as old as the deep, and every port holds the promise of new mysteries. So chart your course with us, raise the sails, and let the dice fall where they may, for this is the Shadowmar Saga. All right. This is where everyone is at. Haldir, Sorel, and Kilo are on the ground. They're prone right now. Regina, you're up first.
Heck yeah. All right. We go. All right, we're going. All right. These are just regular dudes looking like.
Yep. Regular dudes.
Okay, so I'll still run up to the side right here. Above
Teskier.
Teskier. I'm going to use. I'm going to try to exploit vulnerability.
Okay.
On these fools. It's ignore 19.
19. Yep. You recognize that these are human, regular Trinori pirates.
Regular dudes. Okay. Then I'm going to attempt to demoralize him.
Okay.
17.
All right. Regina runs up, jumps onto the ledge of the ship, holding on with her book in hand, holding on to the rigging there. Finds one of these pirates. I'm assuming this one.
Yeah, the closest guy right there.
And then you just beat down at him with
with the demoralizing glare.
With it, yeah, that just speaks of
disappointment,
shame and disappointment.
You like lower your glasses a little
Oh
bit.
yeah.
And he's there. He's holding his cutlass, and he's like, he sees you, and he is demoralized by it. All right, that's that for Regina. Next is Nylan. Nylan, you are on the bow.
Do I see that person all the way down to the opposite side in the red?
Oh, you mean the captain?
Yes.
This mast is down. Crash into that mast. You can see him. It's going to be a hard shot, but you can see him.
I want to try it.
Okay.
Do you hunt them first?
Yeah. I do my
First action is
hunt prey.
good job.
Load 2 bolts. Hunt prey. Load shoot.
Take aim.
Do you want to shoot
Take
two?
aim.
Take aim. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Take
Or else
aim.
you're just doing this, right?
Oh,
Unless
that's
you're
not
just-
great. 17.
17.
You shooting that red cloak?
Yeah. Right?
That is a miss. 2 shots fly out. Make sure you're keeping track of your arrows. 2 shots fly out and go past him. He's sitting there. Pulling out, he pulls out this large pike that he's fighting with. And these 2 things fly at him. He's like, and he looks over and he notices you.
Can I duck?
You didn't do anything. Are you going to hide? You want to hide?
Wait, you can actually see me?
What?
It's like, wait, what? It's like
No, that's it. That's it.
You can make your way over to the other side where you can see him.
You can do some cool flips and all over. But that's your turn. Your turn is now up, and now it is Grit's turn. Grit's is going to do what Grit does best.
Is he gonna juice it?
He's going to juice it.
It's always on the sauce.
Grit just pops a potion and just becomes like, you just see these scales start growing from him. And he pulls out his Femori Slayer and rushes over and leaps on. That's right. Ow, 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 ow. Rushes over, jumps the ship, and goes to attack. But unfortunately, he just jumps in there. But that's his entire move. Ready to attack.
That's the
Feeling
demoralized
excited.
one, right?
Yes, the demoralized one. Now it is all the other sailors' turn. They are going to begin to jump over and bring battle to these pirates. Sariel and Haldir had to get themselves up, but they get up and they rush over, but they're not able to join the fray just yet. As these other pirates are jumping out and fighting. Hurrah! Alright, so these sailors jump over and they begin to attack as they engage these other the slavers in battle. Gromash jumps over and
I think he's it.
and keeps just brings. He's got this huge cutlass and just slices down this slaver. He's not dead, but he's badly wounded. Alzir's doing great. Boren misses, and everyone's just engaging this combat. This slaver's going to attack Grits and misses as he steps out of the way. These guys up here are going to open fire. These guys over here, so they're shooting at each other, firing back and forth, and this one begins to walk down here so you can get into the battle. The captain. Now it is Kilo's turn. You take an action to stand up.
I do. How did you know I was going to do that?
You know what? That's my job.
All right. Is it a free action for me to pull out sword and gun?
No, it takes an action to do that.
Okay. So then I'm going to do that next. Then I'm gonna move somewhere. So let's put me over.
You have panache and you're moving last, so you have 35.
I'll do 35. Yeah.
I'll just hold that there just so you kind of get a picture where to go.
That's fine.
So you just run, grab a rope and swing over, getting ready.
I like that.
All right, Regina, you're up next.
All right, Regina is going to run across. So
She's gonna jump.
Go right towards the...
Yeah.
Can she just jump over that?
She can do backflips, so I don't see why not.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Now, does the captain count as the same person that I exploited before? I assume they are the same.
I would say that he seems to be of a different caliber than everyone else on this ship. And for you to effectively apply your
Personal activity.
synthesis, you need to do another esoteric lore to learn about him. You can learn more stuff about him, but
Okay. I will
he's just different.
not attack him. I will attack the other guy that I'm going to...
Do you want to change your movement back to here then?
I still want to be on the other side of Grit so I get flanking.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I'm going to attack with the old whistle.
It's always. Go for it.
The old whistle. Yeah. That is a 29.
To hit?
Yeah.
That's a critical hit.
Oh.
Alright, so this
I
is...
don't think that isn't yet.
You got a chance. Is 12 doubled, right?
24.
So 24 points of damage.
So you just run over, jumping onto the next ship, come behind, and
So he's like swinging at Grits. I'm
Yeah.
going to like throw my blade like kind of like a boomerang around him as he's going to like hit Grits and like cut his like arm or his hand or try to like stop him from attacking.
Got it. All right. So
it's
he's
like
and grabs it, and I mean, it's more than that. You go for his
all
hand,
the way
it
around.
slices his hand down his arm and just slices it past him as well. You just cut him all through as he grabs his arm, dropping down to one knee. He's hanging on.
All right, and then I will raise my tongue.
Okay. The captain's sitting there watching you do this, and as he's like watching this thing fly back, and all of a sudden this book opens in his face. Whoa!
I just pages are just flying out.
Flying around, just.
Really hope it's back.
We look at
We're just
we
cutting
look
him
at
down.
this red guy. It says, what does it say? Emeraldian Red Cross on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh no.
Sweet gentlemen's missionary cruises.
Yeah. That's all.
Nylin.
Slow down.
I want to go for the captain again.
Hopefully.
All right. There's a lot of people in between you and the captain.
Fail.
However, there's a lot of openings if you can get to the other side of Destiny, right? Like if you got there, you'd be in a good place to just take down people.
Let's pull a kilo and just go up a mast and then stand up on here.
There you
Pull
go.
a shoot down. Not everyone can be a kilo. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, he makes it look easy.
How far is that guy closest to me on the edge there? Am I gonna get a penalty if I shoot for him?
If you're too close, I guess.
Yeah, like is he too
I think
close?
it's only for poly, right?
Like that's how long arrows work. You volley them.
Oh, okay.
Anything less than it's not like a short arrow. You
So
aim it.
between 30 and 100 is this.
Is it? Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Any less or any more, and then you're getting penalties.
Okay.
Alright,
So-
what if
Maybe that third guy in.
yeah,
But
I
again,
really wanted to
that
go
guy.
for the captain.
Or
again.
that guy right there.
Okay, so you're like
Yeah, where?
pulling your bow out and like
Oh, it's not
kneeling and
showing?
like shooting.
Of course it's
out.
not.
You're like
I guess.
volleying. So you're like.
Is anything under 30?
That guy.
Wait a minute. You're gonna help me with prayer?
You whistled at Sarium.
I did.
She remembers. She's gonna shoot you.
I'd like to activate my shield, please.
So it was an accident.
And then when I do, I'm gonna duck. I'm gonna go for the captain again.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
Yes,
definitely
the
getting,
one?
definitely getting shot.
Is it a one? That's
Are you using the pink
amazing.
one?
Oh yeah, you're using the pink one.
No,
That's what
oh,
I
that's
gave
so
you a
many now
fair
ones.
warning.
Oh boy. Goodbye, cruel world.
She laughs, she jokes, but now this is guy getting 2 arrows to the dome.
I mean,
And how much damage did you last time? 29?
This is what happens.
oh boy.
You have a hard time seeing this captain with all these guys, but you're like, you know what, if I get a little bit of a leverage, I can get him. So you stand up here, the top, like stand on the edge there to get a better look, and you
Oh,
aim,
no.
and you fire, but this new weapon is so new to you that you're not used to the kickback. And it suddenly hits you, like it flies back, and the arrow just flies, both arrows go flying up there, and you end up tipping over, and you fall off the edge of the ship
Into the water.
into the water. Holding on to your bow, you fly back up, you swim back up, but you are now in the water, holding on to your bow, and you have one more action left.
you're surprised to the bottom.
All right, so you are in the water right now. You do have one more action. I'll give you that. To swim to one of the 2 ships. Now, the Silver Eider's bow is taller than the Destiny's bow. So if you can choose to do whatever one you want, it will be easier to get onto Destiny's bow than to Silver Eider's bow. But you can spend the next couple of actions next turn to get up there, either one. But right now, you have to make a move to some ship to hold on to it.
I'm gonna go back to the Silver Eider to try to jump back up right where Maya is.
Okay. Alright, so I'll say you're here. And I'll have you roll another athletics check to swim towards it. One to kind of help yourself and one to get it.
Also, for her next turn, she can control her cat's health, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, take a
21.
slope.
Yeah, so let's
21
something
for
Okay.
my second one.
No,
So you're able to
Rope
swim
over
over to the ship and grab onto something there that can get you stable as the ships are moving in the water. Now it is Grit's
I'm
turn.
receiving.
That's still good enough.
All right, and Grits, with his mighty falcon, picks it up while this guy is sitting there, and just brings it down and finishes off this guy.
Grits, no mercy.
Good job, honey.
You were supposed to take him all, right? Take him all!
I hope you people are
And just
bad.
finishes him.
The bloodlust is taking them.
And he's like, yes, yes! And comes over here and goes for another attack on this guy.
This is how the Dark Lord began.
And swings at this. He jumps out of the way, though. And he's just looking like in surprise, but he's as this goblin that's just like mutated is attacking this slaver. Like a little bit scared from it.
I think we can probably deduce whether or not this is an actual slaver ship pretty quick, I would imagine.
Well, here's my
I
thought.
could be looking through that. Like, I'm right above these crates. I could probably just be looking down and see it.
Well, but earlier, and this for me, this is metagaming. For you, it isn't. Is that earlier you did like a perception or whatever, and he said these are pirates. I don't imagine he would have called them pirates if they were like regular people. He would have said something else. I mean, if these are bad, these are not bad people? Yes, we are. We're the worst kind of pirates. They just kill for no reason. But if they're pirates, that means that's the good guys. It's all perception.
You know, Nyland is really good when it was far away. She got that guy. As soon as the ships came close together, it all went
Well,
downhill.
as soon as there was like 15 people in between you and your target, that's when it gets a little murky.
I mean, it's an app one.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, it just happens.
Sometimes it happens 2 times in a row.
All right, the sailors jump on board, running and attacking the slavers. The slavers are coming back. Grom finishes off one. Grits finishes off one. The bows, they're firing pistols and bows back and forth at each other. And Jasper just nonchalantly walks back down to the galley.
Just for the fun.
Not what I would
Hey, I
sign up
told
for.
him. I said, back you in my okay.
Gotta be hungry when we get done fighting.
Yeah.
They're battling back and forth, and the sailors are doing well.
Nice.
It is Kilo's turn.
Okay. So, pretty simple. I have the guy right in front of me, right? Is there a back guy right there? or do I
No,
have to
he
move?
just died.
Oh, all fun. All right. Well, then, who's my closest?
You have this guy. Oh, he probably moved over here, to be honest.
And then this guy.
This guy.
All right. Why don't you move me?
You can move through allies. That's fine.
Yeah.
Dude, up like,
Yeah, that guy right there. That's the one I want because he's getting closer to the captain, and I feel like I'm gonna have to. I want to get in here.
and you get like, or, he's off guard too.
Okay.
All right, so you jump over past some of these guys who are fighting, and you see this guy is fighting Tova. Sorry, I had to get closer. He's fighting Tova, and you sneak up behind him.
Okay, cool. Then I want to do confident finish.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a different d20.
Aww.
Statistically, if you were to, it would
rolled
be
3 ones, so-
mind-blowing if you were to roll another one.
I know, but you know what? I'm here to please, so I'm probably gonna do it.
Who are those people in the back of our ship?
Thalion and Elros.
Oh, you know what?
Gore.
Of course, Flora, just like
Wimp.
yeah.
Doesn't he go over?
He's got his pistols and he's firing.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm
Sure.
gonna.
Yeah,
He's a-
showboating. Oh, look.
Handicapped.
Handy.
I'm actually just gonna do precise strike, not a finisher. On this
Okay.
guy, because I can use my finisher on my footlock pistol. And we'll. Okay, here we go. So it's gonna be. Oh gosh. I rolled 2. So it's a 13.
That is a miss.
But I did not use up my confident finisher.
So you
Yes,
swing at him, but you miss, but you got a pistol.
and that's what I want to shoot at the captain.
Oh, okay.
Am I able to reach him with that, or is that just not gonna work?
There is a lot of bodies between him,
All right, well then,
which will make him harder to shoot.
All right, well I'll just shoot the guy in front of me then.
Half
It's
cover,
I still
full
confused.
cover.
Yeah, it'll be like a full cover. Not impossible. But
Yeah, in worst case scenario, you shoot the guy.
I mean, is that really what's gonna happen if I just either I'm gonna hit or I'm not gonna hit, right?
Either you're gonna hit him or not hit him, but you're gonna hit what's in between you and him.
maybe.
Hopefully.
Okay, so based on how high I roll, if I hit him or
I
hit
don't
somebody
really know.
next
There's
to
no
him.
mechanics to say if you roll this, you'll get these two guys.
Right,
If you roll this, you get this guy.
So I'll just leave that. All right, I get a nat 8, plus 10, so that's 18.
-5 for your second attack.
Oh, do I get that on the? Okay.
Yep.
Then there you go. That's 13 again.
Yep.
13. Pew pew.
This guy's just moving around while you're fighting his back. You're like, haha! He jumps out. He doesn't even know he's fighting you.
He's fighting.
I'm just stabbing this way,
Go on!
shooting this way, and he's in the middle.
But you still have panache as
Yes,
you
I do.
miss.
No, that was my. I used my confident finisher.
I know.
So it grazes, right?
Oh, that's
Wait, was that a finisher?
that meant that to be a confident finisher.
Oh, then
because
yeah, you
aiming
still
at the
get it.
captain.
Yeah, you still get it. So you get
2d6. No, 2d6 divided by 2.
I'm the captain.
You said you were attacking this guy.
I was aiming for the captain, but I said that you would decide like what happened.
I
Remember
say
you said
that you
there's no
just don't. You
mechanic?
don't have a good shot on him.
Okay,
Maybe
so
if you had
good. So I
like
hit
some
somebody
partial
else,
shot,
whatever.
but there's. Yeah, just shoot this. Yeah.
Gosh.
2-1.
No, 1 and a 2. So
Oh my
3
goodness.
divided by 2, so 1 or 2, whatever.
Okay.
Man, what the heck?
The guy gets singed by the flash of gunpowder next to him.
He's like, ow.
Where did you come from? All right,
Oh,
Regina.
rolled
They have something
on mate. This guy, the captain, didn't do anything?
Oh, I forgot about the captain. You're right. Yeah, the captain's going to attack you.
Oh, okay, alright. Yeah. Not the guy that just tried to shoot him? I mean, like, come on.
All right, so he's got his own pike, and he goes to attack you with it. What's your AC?
23.
7. That's a hit. Rolled a 1. I don't know what Joey feels
what's
like.
that like?
You take 6 points of damage.
What? Out of one?
On a 1. He gets you and pulls you in closer and swings his hand and backhands you. But you duck out of the way and he completely misses you. He yells out to everyone, "Take no prisoners! They all go down!"
Nice.
Will you roll a perception check?
That is a 16.
Okay. It's your turn.
So 30
To hit?
for my. No, I have to hit him with. I have to do another exploit vulnerability.
Oh,
right?
you have critically exceeded. I don't know what that means.
So that means I get everything.
You got it all.
I know everything.
Yeah, anything you want to know?
So, like him got a bum leg or something? I don't know. Excellent vulnerability. Critical success. You remember the creature's weakness as you have a flash of insight and more, even more knowledge. You learn all the resistances, weaknesses, immunities, including amounts of resistance and weaknesses, such as spells that pass through the world of handy magic. You can exploit.
Yeah, you see that when he attacked you, he favored his left side and tries to keep his right side covered.
Oh, does he cover his right side cover? Well, I'm gonna try to attack his right side. All right, so yes, no. I mean, like, I guess what's his weakest save?
Yeah, I mean, you can. His weakest is fortitude.
Okay.
Fortitude followed by will. His strongest is reflex.
Okay. So no fireball. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna swing at this guy.
All right, the last one. I got them
The
all.
last like 4 were used on me in the same round.
Somehow I have 4 in me.
So that's so it's a 28. So 14 damage.
14 damage.
Yep. So he's coming in with the hook. He's clearly favoring his left side, but what he doesn't know is from the back at something else, and on its turn back, I turn and punch from the other side. side.
and just gets him right in the like. Oh, he falls down, grabbing onto his pike.
Ah, okay, honey. Then I'm going to. So I did that. Then I'm gonna race time.
All right, Nylin, you are on the water now. You're on the side of the ship being moved back and forth. What do you do?
So I can command Amaya to get the rope or get help
Okay.
to send him.
Yeah, we'll say that she grabbed this rope and came over here. And is dropping down this rope.
Good girl.
And you roll an athletics check to start climbing.
25.
All right. I'll say that with the help of the rope, you're able to climb up and you spend the rest of your turn getting up to the side of the ship and you're back up, but you have no more actions left.
So did I fall over? Am I on the deck?
You are on the deck now.
And am I standing? Am I crouching? Am I...
I'm gonna say you get up and you step over it, and there's enough lip there to kind of like get on your feet. So I'm gonna say you're standing.
I am standing. Okay.
Look, you lay your back.
I just want to pat Amaya on the head. Give her a good old scratch.
Aw, she finally did a companion.
Give her a little kiss on top of her head.
She has one more action. She can shoot you with your bow.
Can't shoot it up.
She can
Oh, but Amaya does have
She
one
can
more.
shake off
She
the
does
water,
that,
you
yeah.
said.
And you can, yeah. You want to send her over to start tacking?
No. Mm-mm.
Maybe hide your jewelry or something?
It's a great idea. I want to... Can they see her from where she's at?
I don't think anyone notices you.
Oh, nobody notices Amaya either?
I think they're more focused on the fight right there.
The person shooting arrows into the air.
Yeah.
Pew!
Because I was going to say Amaya
They looked
could,
over
like,
for a second and there was no one there because you were in the water. So like, oh, it's gone. The threat's gone.
Because I was going to say, does she need to, like, bend down or anything? Like, is she hidden?
She's unnoticed.
It's also like taller, right? Because
It is taller.
The
railing,
Spore Castle is like a story, not like a whole.
Okay,
But
so
Bruce
if they-
or
It's
not,
probably
Andrew's
like
a
2 to
rail.
3 feet high. So like a cat could easily like duck under and not be seen.
I want her to duck under for her next thing.
You just want her to take cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Grits.
Let's
Grits.
go, Brits. Come on.
And just take some actions here.
Of course it does.
All right. So he's just kind of going a little crazed here, and he's swinging his sword back and forth. The first one jumps out of the way, but the second one he lands a hit.
Shrink.
The sailors are attacking back and forth against these slavers as they continue to battle. And as they continue, the slavers don't seem to weaken or to slacken their resolve. Everyone's hoping that after a few men have fallen, they'll give up and surrender, but they are not surrendering. They're pushing with this vigor that almost seems unnatural as they continue battle back and forth.
What's in that fight?
Unnatural.
Juice? Are they juicing?
Too.
Magic
I think.
juice.
All right, they're continuing to fight. This guy has one lucky shot and just takes out this guy on the side there with one of his arrows. Takes him out. These guys are continuing shooting, and this guy begins to run down here, avoiding this fire being attacked. He's going to come over here to Regina, on the backside of Regina, and attack her. That's a hit.
Okay.
You take 10 points of damage.
You take it.
And the guy with the pike is going to attack on the other side. Misses. And he's swinging his pike, but both times you step out of the way as you're taking two of these guys on at once. They're not doing well, but they're standing their guard as they're fighting off the sailors. Going back and forth. Kilo, it is your turn.
Alright, so first things first, I'd like to say to the man in front of me, you sir put the rat in pirate. And
Were you there the whole time?
who said that?
That is a 17.
That is success. You have panache.
I have panache. Alright. Then I would like to.
And this guy he's currently taking on 3 people, so he got a wound in from Gronk, so he's feeling hurt.
Okay.
But he's not stopping.
I would like to do a regular attack. What's it called? A reloading strike, I think.
Okay.
So let's begin with the rapier. That one.
Really?
Nice.
You want one of my dice? You want one of my?
I mean, I've been
Here,
rolling
you
with
can have
different
this
dice.
one if you want.
Yeah, I used to roll it out.
You want the elven one, baby?
Unbelievable.
You still did.
What?
The elven one?
You can have me dice.
It's okay.
I'm not using
We'll just start
one.
saving up all my nat ones over here. What in the world? I have not rolled good all night.
Wow.
No.
All right, you go to attack, and because you're trying to reload at the same time, you miss, and you slide, and you end up falling onto the ground.
Okay, so I'm prone.
You're prone, and you are slowed 1,
Okay.
which
So-
is when you regain your actions at the start of your turn, reduce the number of actions by your slow value. So next turn, you only have 2 actions.
Okay. All right then. I guess I'll just stand up. I was trying to demoralize for your sake, so you could have easier hits.
Yeah.
So my whole plan was
Yeah.
to do my warning shot, so I could demoralize the guy that you're fighting.
No,
But best thing then.
you guys
that.
are beating yourselves right
Oh
now.
my goodness! Like my rolls are.
Falling
I've
off
been
the
horrible.
ship.
All right,
Thanks.
Regina, you're next.
Okay. All
Don't
right.
fall off the ship or go
I'm
prone.
going to try to demoralize the guy.
Okay.
That's what I was from.
27.
That is a success, not a critical
Okay.
success.
Not much lower than a slave. All right. So then I'm also now going to use my focus spell, Shielding Strike. Just a little help, Richard. And I'm going to attack him. So when I make the attack, I also get to raise shield.
Okay.
So which I can use to raise my tome.
Okay.
So as I attack, so it's 2 in 1.
Cool.
I miss.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go to attack again. This guy, while my tome is still raised. This one is a 19.
That is a hit.
He's demoralized. Oh, sweet.
Even though it was a sec. No, it wasn't a second.
Yeah, it was my second attack. That's including my.
Oh,
bonuses,
okay.
Yeah, so. 13, 14, 15, 16.
And what a hit!
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, so again, so I say, Richard, a little help. So Richard lifts the tome up, and it starts like floating in the air, doing the tome thing. And as I do, as Richard does, I wait for a parting in the paper and then I throw the blade.
Oh, nice. He's not expecting it.
And it misses. And then it comes back, and then I stab.
Ha!
Because the person missed. No, catch him, stab.
And you just stab him and he kind of
So
falls
I hit him in the
down.
same spot, so I can see his
Oh, yeah.
ring as well. So that's not I stab him. Like,
Oh!
Oh,
And
while
it
raising
just-
a shield.
Oh, yeah. And he just falls down. That like gives out on him. He falls down. He's holding onto his pipe. And his papers are flying in his face. We'll never give up. We'll take you all on. You devils. I'll say that. That's your action.
yeah, so that's
Third action?
so demoralized, shielding, strength.
There you go.
Can I get a free? Can I do like a sense motive on this guy?
Yeah, go for
After
it.
he said that seems.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Just said. Oh, okay. 13.
It definitely seems fishy.
Yeah, he said that. Okay. All right. Yeah, fishy. All right, that'll roll.
All right, Nylon.
I have already hunted the captain as my prey, so I'm going to take aim and shoot 2 arrows.
Oh, I hope you don't miss and hit Regina. What's the odds of another nat 1? Darn, I was hoping it.
Whatever this
27.
All right, all right.
is. He is demoralized.
He's demoralized.
Do I get anything else for that tomorrow?
So he gets like a -1 to save.
So you're standing up, and you see him fighting against Regina and this flight of papers and tome. And he gets attacked, he falls down, and there seems to be an opening amongst the pirates that's moving. And you take aim and fire both shots at once. Flies through and hits the captain. You get 4d6 damage.
15.
15. All right, that's perfect. These two slide as he's sitting there looking at Regina. These two arrows just come down, just nail him in the chest, and he just flies sideways. And Regina's looking at this guy. He goes, "Oh!"
I just want to wave at Regina.
Thanks, honey.
Say good.
See what happens when she uses the phone.
I will say.
Is he dead?
Whoa.
Is he
He's dead. He is gone.
Woo! Red Rackham.
Okay, so I have one thing left because I had already hunted him.
Yeah.
So I
You
just
you
aim
aim
and
and
shot
you shot.
two arrows.
And I really hope these.
I will say, if they are good, I did nothing to harm them. Not even with my cannon.
This guy looked like a scally. Did he look like a scallywag? Maybe
Does he wag his scowl?
Does he look like the
mean,
kind of
all
guy that
the
goes
scowls.
around wagging his scowl? Okay. I mean, he doesn't look too like swashbuckly. He
Nope.
looks swashbucklish, but I wouldn't say scallywaggy.
Not scalwaggy-ish.
No, right? Because
Like,
that
not
could
skullduggery, but
be,
more
he could
scalwaggery.
be just like a captain of a sailing vessel.
That's true. Well, now he's dead anyway.
Like he
Yeah,
doesn't.
well, he
do it.
definitely looked like he made a lot of money, whatever he was doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You gotta salute him. I'm nowhere near.
Just in case for my third action, I want to
Give
put
up
my
looting.
shield around.
What did you say?
I gave up looting.
Me too. No one.
Oh, okay. So your last
Give me the
action is
bullet.
shield. Okay.
I want to put my shield up. And Amaya is she's still undercover.
We running up in combat. I'm like sitting somewhere like perched on the forecastle, shooting down. Like this is how it's supposed to be. Nice.
We're learning.
I feel like this is the first combat where we were like prepared and like we were able to do the thing that we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously sans you rolling 4 ones,
Well, much more than that.
You know.
I've rolled many ways.
rolling very poorly, but like I
Yeah.
still feel like it's not like okay, we're in a situation,
Yeah.
smoke screen, or like we're
Well, I
surprised.
feel
and I
like
don't get
I
bombed.
feel like there's a deceptive twist coming. I
Oh,
feel
there
like when
always
it's all said and done, he's gonna be like, and by the way, blah blah blah. I'm gonna be like, ugh.
By the way, just killed.
The
All
like
these-
slaves.
These were all our
These
old
were the
comrades.
slaves.
They had the slaves dressed in the regular clothes,
Oh.
right? And they all, if you look
Like
close
it-
enough, they got tape on their mouth so they can't say.
It sounds like that one story I heard of a man that was also fat.
All right, so we have a group of sailors over here push these two back, and he's blocking them, and Grits is there helping Borin, but they're still standing. Grom and Tova drop this one slaver who was fighting. This slaver drops Fenthwick. Fenthwick goes flying backwards on the side, and he's just knocked out. And he comes over and runs at you, Kilo, as you just stood up.
He would.
Well, he's not the only one, I don't think.
And that one.
And swings at you, but you just miss. And he's going to go for another attack on you. And it's going to be a miss again. So you're dodging this guy as he's stepping back. And he's attacking you, but he can't get a hit on you. Sariel also is being pushed to the side here while this one's attacking her. Grom and Tova just fell them, and Tova goes to join Lyra as he's attacking, and Grom runs up here to help Regina.
Wrong.
And these guys, as they're watching their compatriots fall, they're not letting up. They are attacking at full force with this energy that the sailors are beginning to lose. All right, Kilo, it's your turn.
Okay.
You only have 2 actions.
Nice.
I smell
Just this turn.
You only need one.
All right. Yep. Let's go.
Only
Let's
one
get him.
die
I'm
roll.
gonna use up my
Finisher?
confidence finish. I'm gonna use my dice, not your new one. But if this one does bad, I'll set it here and use it this time.
I'll get off my own.
Slide through it.
All right.
It's possible to roll bad here.
Then you get a 1. I got a 2.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, it's an improvement.
Really?
Yeah.
That is horrifying.
Like what in the world?
Something's
I'm
got
using
it.
different dice and everything. All right. So that's
That's
a
kinda
2.
crazy. This
I
is
still get the
higher
miss. So
battle.
2d6 plus 2. Let's see if these 2d6s can be something high.
Yeah, no. Statistically, it's like max.
Total of 8, so 4.
Okay, 4 damage to him. I don't think he's been injured at all.
Is it? Can I grapple him?
Yes.
Okay, then I would like to try that. How do I do that?
It's an athletics check. However, your assurance will operate in that way.
Perfect. Let's do it.
So you're just gonna, just do a 10 plus your athletics.
18.
18.
Do you have a free?
No, I have a sword with that.
Once you drop them.
I don't want to drop.
You would have to do that.
Oh, I have to drop him?
To grab somebody. Unless you have a third arm.
That's fine. Then I'll just do that. I feel like we can't kill them all. We need to have somebody to question.
Yeah, I think
So that's
we'll
what
be
my thought
fine,
is.
though. I think we'll be fine. I think.
Well, I've already rolled, so I definitely have to do something. I didn't know how to drop my stuff. Look, I said I was going to grapple. I'll just grapple.
Yeah.
At the end, I feel like if I have to drop my stuff, so be it.
I feel like you toss him to the ground and just grapple him and grab him and just completely like tap him.
Yeah, that's my.
You look just like that.
What?
How about
Gotcha. I don't. And you just nail. And now he's being grappled. Like you're holding him down.
Yeah.
As your last action. Now it's Regina's turn. No, I'm sorry. Wait. Yes, it's Regina's turn.
I mean, has Iron Foot shot anybody?
Yeah, he's been shooting this whole time.
Oh,
He like takes off his foot.
That was the secret thing he had.
That's what it is.
It's a cannon.
Why couldn't our
It's a
lantern see
whole
that?
Cannon.
All right. Yeah, go ahead, Regina.
Yeah, he's getting the sauce.
You guys.
Okay, yeah, that's a 24.
To hit? Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh,
12 damage. All right, that's enough to get him, and you just slice him, and he falls to the ground.
straight. Does he look dead?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, so then I'm going to. Can I get behind the fellow next to Tasker? Can I get to behind the one?
Yeah, I think he can get there.
Okay, so I'm gonna get behind Tasker.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
wait, behind Taskier or
behind the
this
guy that's behind.
guy?
Tasker.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah, to give him off guard.
Got
And then I guess I think we can go. So I'm just gonna try to attack him instead of raising my tone. Come on, let's go. Okay, so that is a 27 minus 4, 23.
That's a hit.
Okay, what did I say last time?
Damage?
Yeah,
Oh, you did 12 to that guy before.
I just did 12 to that guy.
Yeah.
So 11.
Okay.
So I rolled one less.
Okay. All right. Well, that guy who's already feeling damage from Taskier, you come up behind him and you stab him, and he falls down in the gasp.
I'm like jumbling around like a hobbit with the pots and the pans. You know?
Yeah,
like
just
from
like-
Lord of the Rings. I'm just like jogging, like
I'm starting to get the hang of this.
Oh, like this lantern is like flopping around, like a whole bunch of other stuff is hanging. I got the book, and I'm just like jumping around, jump behind this guy.
Nylan, make
The
a
noise you make is enough just to like scare him away.
Nylan, is your turn. Make a perception check for me.
I think it's all just mirage.
18.
18 total.
And we're fighting each other.
Torskier's dream. or
You, as you're sitting there watching, the sailors are starting to overcome the slavers, and they're beginning to fall. Right now, all you see are those 3 men still standing. And as you're watching this, you feel the shift in the wind. And the ropes of the ship begin to move in an unnatural way that your elven likeness picks up on. It's your turn.
anybody else feel that?
No, just Nylan.
Okay.
Did anyone else roll a 13 on their perception checks?
Am I going to be able to yell for any of them to hear me? Will I be loud enough?
I doubt it. You'll get across it right now in the
I'm
battle.
on my back wearing a man blanket.
If you get closer, you might be able to.
I won't hear much.
My back wearing.
Okay, so for my first action, can I do some acrobatic flips?
Get back in the water.
Can I make it to like down in here anywhere that I would be able to yell for my second action?
You can talk for 6 seconds.
Yeah. You can grab that. You can make it here.
You can also
You can
you
make it,
could
like-
go on the ship, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we're trying to talk to them.
You have 35, I believe. So you can get down here, but all over here, these guys are all fighting. I mean, by next round, they're probably. It looks like if you give it a couple, like a minute or two, they're gonna have the ship, right?
I want to stay on our ship, but I want to go close enough so that they can hear me yell. So like right there in the middle.
Alright, so you want to go here.
Yeah. And then, so that's my one, right? So that's so then I want to yell, something unnatural is in the wind. The ropes are moving and talking.
Aww.
Kale
used to listen to the wind.
Oh,
Kale.
Too soon.
You hear the wind, honey?
Used to hear feelings on the wind.
Okay, so for my second one,
The only one that noticed you was probably Dwarf.
he's the only one that heard me.
He's the only one that noticed you, that gave attention to you. But he's still over here holding on and trying to. Well, at this point, he sees everyone's over here is done, so he's probably standing there just watching. He can't hit anyone. Or he's just watching.
My assumption is that the slaves are down underneath. Would I be able to hit?
You can make a run for it and see if you can pull it open.
Fuck.
Actually, no, she'd have to go through.
I wanted to
No,
stay on
no, she
our
went
ship,
down.
but I was trying to see like, could I shoot my bow at like a piece of metal?
Oh, you did see that Fenthwick has been knocked over, just so you're aware.
He's right next to me.
I don't know if you want to, like. See him.
But I'd have to get closer, wouldn't I?
Well, yeah. And then you can't do battle tree, battle wounds.
Right, without there.
I'm just giving you an option. If you
That
want,
sounds like he's trying to trick you onto the boat.
I wanted to stay on our ship
So before you
because
take this one and sail away.
yeah, there's something
With your
fishy
cat.
going on. No, Maya's staying where she is in undercover. She's not moving.
Don't shoot it, boy. don't do it.
Imagine it would
Don't
solve all
do
of his problems if we all got marooned on this little ship.
You just leave us
Conveniently.
behind.
No, I'm not getting off our ship. All right, I'm just gonna. I have 2 actions left, so I
you
don't.
can fire arrows at these guys.
Yeah, there's literally 2 guys right in front of you, and there's all those guys.
Yeah, but are they? If they're under 30, I take penalty.
Honestly, there's
One,
only this
two
guy being
guys.
grappled, this guy fighting, and these 2 who are super,
Close. They're
Where'd
both
that guy
flying.
come from?
Yeah. What about that one by Sariel? How far is that?
He's farther than. Wait, from here?
Yeah.
You want to volley up over all these people?
Oh.
That's not fair. That's bad. That's about 30.
Okay, so I won't take a penalty if I go for that one. I'm
Correct.
gonna go for
Though
that one.
he will have a. It's almost like he's undercover with other people between them.
But it doesn't volume shoot up.
Yeah, it's true.
So, it kind
So,
of goes over the-
I do not have enough to hunt the prey though, so I can just.
You can't
You can
aim.
shoot.
You can't aim without hunting prey. You have to hunt the prey for him to work.
So I can only shoot 1 arrow, or could I shoot the 2?
You have 2 actions left. 1 to hunt prey. 2 to use your double shot,
But I couldn't take the aim, which is the +2.
which is the +2. So it's.
All right. Well, I'll just do the hunt prey and then do the double shot
Okay. Do you want to do them separate or together?
together.
Go ahead.
So she did run down. She did yell. Did they
Yeah.
hear
Yes,
that? Did they
yeah.
hear it all?
No,
I
no
don't
one-
think
no one
anybody heard me
There,
except
none of them
I,
made a.
Because it would have been better for you to stay there. With
Yeah.
them.
All right. So 22, 23, because I do not get the extra +2, so only 23.
That is a hit.
Good. And is it
You
2d6?
shoot up 2 arrows that come down and. Was that
13.
13? Alright, so these come down and they peg this guy in the back and he yells out and he crumbles down. He's been already injured right in front of Sariel. And Sariel, who's looking tired, looks up to you and says, "Thank you." Alright. So the battle is raging on. This guy falls. There's only 2 left, and they are just fighting to the death, and with Grits and everyone teaming up, and they quickly fall to their blades. And they're the last ones to fall. No one else is up except for the one that you have grappled.
I have a question.
Oh, and this guy. Yeah, this guy.
I have a question. When I waved at Sario, could I have made the motion to her to come back?
Sure.
So.
All right. So the only one left is this guy between Lyra and Tova. Kilo's grappling this guy. Regina, will you do the honor?
Of what?
Killing off this
It's your
last guy.
turn. Will you do the honor of killing off this last guy?
No.
Or do you want to talk to him?
Yeah.
No, that's why I'm grappling the guy.
Yeah,
I have a guy who's
I'm
like
this
almost
guy.
full health, and I'm just grappling on the ground.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll up. Can I go like here so that I can like don't roll bad now. So that is an unnatural 20.
Yeah, that's a hit.
13.
Damage? All right, you come up to him. He's fighting off. He's got all these 2 girls, and he's trying to fight them off, and you come up and finish him. How do you do it?
Not much worse than a slave.
the worst.
I've been saying. Not much
I work
worse
for the
than
Red
a
Cross.
slave. Yeah, Red Cross. So just come up on. I don't want it to be. I guess I'll hit him on the head side of it.
It's for a reason.
Yeah, I put it in the sheath and I'll throw it, and he looks like he's almost dead anyways. I'm just
Yeah. All right, they all see that they have fallen, all these men, and they yell out, "Huzzah!"
You would help me over here.
The day is won, and we have
As
overcome.
they do that, can I yell?
Yeah, go ahead.
Please come back. There's foul things on the wind.
It'll help.
They go over and they help Kilo up. Grits hears her. What? What did you say?
Come back. There's foul things on the wind. The ropes are talking.
The ropes are talking.
Get back here.
And you go and help Kilo up, and you take this guy, and he's like fighting against Kilo. And he's like, "I'll take all you devils out, every single one of you. We'll take you. We'll win against you." You see, as you're holding him, there's some sort of glimmer, some sort of enchantment on his eyes. And all of a sudden, the ship creaks, and you hear this snapping sound as the planks and the ropes that were connecting the ships just go snap, 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 completely separating right down the middle, and push almost like a something between the 2 kind of shoves and begin to push apart the 2 ships. Nyland's on one side and everyone else is on the other side. You see Bror and Elros are sitting there, and they're like, "What's going on? What's happening?" As they're holding on, and then all of a sudden in your head, you hear, "Well, I truly am thankful that you've came to my rescue. I thought that I would have to redeem myself after that blunder. But here you are, you brought the silver idol back to me. I thank you for this." And then you look around, everyone's looking around, trying to hear where that goes. And anyone who's looking at Bror, they see all of a sudden a shimmer come out, and from behind Bror is Kyrenic. And he appears suddenly behind Bror, and he has this dagger in hand. He just quickly grabs him and stabs Bror in the side, and then with a flick of his hand, pushes it unnaturally, and he falls off the edge of the ship. All of a sudden, as this is happening,
We knew Bror was bad. Good job.
these two more Fomori suddenly appear behind Thalion and Elros and quickly slash them down and take them out by blade and bow as they fall. And as the ships begin to drift apart, and you hear him, he's projecting his voice into everyone's head. I thought I would have to do the deed to take Silver Idol back, and you brought her to me. I thank you for that. And Nylan. Oh, Nylan. I'm so thankful that you were still alive. I thought for sure you would fall by the hands of the Fomori.
Can I run to the edge and throw a dart at his face?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
As he begins to walk down the stairs. Well, you throw it, and as it goes up, even if it's going off target, it hits some sort of barrier between the two ships. And you see boom.
Can
as
I
it
put my
falls.
shield around me as he's walking?
Yeah, absolutely. And comes up. I thank you. I thought they were going to kill you last time I saw. And what's the fun in that? To pay back old dear daddy without having a hand in it. It's terrible business. And he brings up his hand and he casts a spell.
Didn't see this coming.
Yeah, so where you gotta be? On what's going on?
You think I'm dying? Is it my funeral now?
He said we're preparing for the sacred funeral.
That's true. You finally got sick of me. And then there were two.
Two lonely sides. Would we go to the same side, or would we still sit across?
I think you guys should just sit across from each other.
Go
if
back
I'm
and the
going
old setup.
out.
Go back. We're gonna move the table back.
So all of a sudden you feel the wind kind of shift in front of you, and a shimmer of light kind of surrounds you, and all of a sudden you're trapped in this wall of light, a prison of illusionary magic, and you can't move it. You're stuck inside there. It is my greatest pleasure to finally get rid of you. All those years of feigning as your servant, doing everything, carrying those 5 arrows shot at one bow. No one can do that. This is the greatest pleasure that I get to do this. And he lifts his hand up, and the thing begins to to enclose you and shrink around you. And he takes it, and you begin to feel the pressure of it pulling against you as you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and he moves you off the ship. Goodbye, and drops you into the water.
So I was already gonna jump overboard for Roar. So just a heads up.
All right, you jump into the water and you just dive in, and you see the waves splashing up against this wall, and you see that there's a wall between you and Roar. As
so he's on
Roar's
one side.
kind of like struggling to stay above the water.
All right, and so I can't get to him.
You can't get to him right now. You just
All right.
stop there.
So I guess as long as I can hold my breath under the water, I'm just kind of staying with him.
Right. I
So
mean,
he has
you don't
to-
know how deep it goes. You can try to go under.
Okay, then I'll try that then.
Okay. And while you're doing that, you see all this happening. Nylan goes underwater and turns around and faces the ship and goes, bye-bye. Points up, muttering under his mouth. And all of a sudden, these clouds start to form dark clouds to form, and this lightning is shot from the sky and is brought down onto the ship. Which everyone hears this loud roar and bang as it hits the ship. Not anyone in particular, it just hits the ship, and all of a sudden, you hear this last few seconds here, and this explosion happens from beneath the hull as the entire ship goes and explode against this wall, and everyone goes flying into the water.
Did I make it to the other side of that shield?
I imagine you went down as far as you could when the explosion happened, almost pushing you against the wall, knocking some air out of you. And everyone who's on the ship will take 37 points of damage.
No reflex.
You can have a reflex. Yeah, reflex save to half it.
28.
28? Alright, you survive that and take 19 points of damage. What does that leave you at?
9.
9, alright. and you go flying into the water.
No one can make the cat jump off if you want.
Can I?
Or you might.
I'm going to say that he's holding you down in this prison and squeezing out the air from you. And because of lack of oxygen, and once you become underwater, you end up passing out before he releases it and calls down lightning.
So was I able to get a Maya? No.
So the explosion happens, and everyone on board flies off into the sea. You only take half that damage, but with the force of it hitting the waves and the force of you hitting this wall just knocks the air out of you, and you just end up falling unconscious in the water. And we'll end it there. Thank you, travelers, for watching and joining us on our quest today. If you want to see more adventures by us, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. And remember to toss the dice and let them fall where they may. Until our paths cross again, thank you and have a good night.
Oh,
Next time
okay.
around.
Well,
I didn't know if the thing he put me in was like a cage or something.
It was.
Kyrenic!
I thought it
You
was
remember his
Elwyn
name.
that came back bad, and then all of a sudden Kyrenic shows up.
I mean, here's the thing. Enough time with Nylin, I would also go back. this is the destiny for anyone who's going to hang out with
That is the fate of us
Nylin. Eventually, we're all going to go back.